welcome back to our channel. This week, Neo and I are in somewhere very, very special. We are in Bulgaria at my grandparents' house, and this is the first time that Neo has ever come to Bulgaria. If any of you haven't been watching us for that long, I grew up in Bulgaria and this house is so special to me. I have so many memories here, and this is the first time that I'm able to bring Neo not only to Bulgaria but to this incredibly special place to me. And if you're wondering where Louis is, if you are not currently subscribed to his channel, basically he's on this wild adventure from London to Italy. He's driving a scooter, trying to do it all solar powered. So anyway, if you haven't watched that, he's basically daily vlogging it, so go check those videos out. But I'm gonna vlog this week, me and Neo, and Louis is gonna vlog a little bit. We'll put that in here as well, because even though we're not together, I just thought it would be a shame not to vlog this week because it's gonna be so special. All right, I'm out on my first morning. I brought my vlog camera all ready to vlog and I forgot to check the battery, so I'm vlogging on my phone. But in the morning, yesterday my grandma and I, Neo, went on a long walk, so we're doing it again today. Hopefully it's a daily tradition, and it's so nice because it gets really, really hot. It's gonna be up to like 35, I think, today, Celsius. So we're trying to go out in the morning on a walk before it gets too hot. And on the way, there are so many fruit trees that are like covered in fruit. They're literally dripping, falling on the floor, rotting because there's so much that people can't eat it. So there's, including like plums is one of the most prevalent ones. There are so many different types. I think they're all called plums. In Bulgarian, they're kind of different words for certain things. I don't know, in English, I'm pretty sure they're all called plums. I've never even seen really different varieties of plums in American or British supermarkets, but anyway, here's one. It's really good. I'll show you. I mean, look at this. It's literally dripping in fruit everywhere. So, and Neo's having little bits of all of them. Yum! Yum! You like it? You want more? Would you like one? Another beautiful day in Bulgaria. These red ones are so good, but they're next to this main road, so most of the lower ones have been picked. But we got a couple yesterday, and they were amazing. Didn't know if we can reach any. We need Louis' help to reach some of these. Oh, I got it. I got it. These are so juicy and sweet. All right, here's some yellow ones. Let's see if we can get some nice and ripe ones. I know I keep going on about all this food growing everywhere, but I feel like when we were buying land in Allegria, that was one of the dreams that we had. Like, we're currently planting trees, and in a few years we're just gonna walk down the road and just pick fruit, and that meant so much more to me because I grew up here, and I remember being as a kid playing on these streets, picking fruit as we go. Oh, it was just so good. So this is the tree I just showed you, the yellow plums. And then behind me we've got a walnut tree. Got, I think, more of those vishny cherry things. And then over here, oh, that. Yeah. Amazing. And then look at what's over here. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is abundance. This is like paradise. Might be the best one. So sweet and delicious. So good. So good.
I haven't told you yet, the reason we're all here is for my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary celebration. But for me, the most special part of bringing Neo to Bulgaria is just seeing him spend time with my grandparents. The mundane moments, watching him play and explore the property where I grew up, having him join in on simple things like helping my grandma pick herbs for her morning tea, or seeing how much he makes my grandpa laugh. He's the first great-grandchild in the family, so I can't quite describe the amount of joy he brings us all and how excited everyone is to see him. Especially since none of my family live close to us, these trips just mean so much.
Every morning, my grandma goes to pick fresh herbs to make tea with, so we're gonna go now and pick some with her. Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna know what anything is. I'll ask her to tell me what they are and then I'll try to translate it and write it on the screen for you. Alright guys, it's the big day. We're running around getting ready. My sister's about to put a little bit of makeup on my grandma, and very exciting. 60 years together, wow. I'm gonna ask her for some tips later, some advice.
Остаряха кралят и кралицата на моето детство.
Може да дадете някакъв съвет?
Препятствията, които ни се сервираше живота, нас сплотяваха все по-силно и до днес.
Това е един немалък живот. 80 години сме на този свят. Едно мога да кажа, че го живяхме, не знам дали е много силна думата, но достойно. Честно го живяхме.
Да ма присмяват, че всяка вечер дохождам, стой не край вашите порти високи. Тъмна кръвница, братец ми в гора, зелена хайдутин.
Браво! Right next to the restaurant is this really cool kids area. Obviously, Neo's too small for this, but this, I don't even know what this is for, but it is the perfect place to race his cars. Also, it's really hot today, but he's doing very well. Ready? It is a couple of hours later. There's been dancing and singing. It's been a lot of fun. And something I haven't told you is that here, one of the guests is Neo's great uncle. 3 greats, which is pretty incredible. He is my great grandmother's brother. And we're gonna go get a photo with them. Today they're meeting for the first time and we have to get a photo. He's 92 and it's just pretty amazing that he gets to meet him. So we're gonna go get a photo.
Day 4 of my adventure, trying to get to Raya and Neo on a solar-powered moped. Not doing too great, making some progress, but I'm a little bit worried I'm not going to get to them in time. But we've got a contingency plan. Today it was very, very cloudy and did not get much charge at all. I only managed to charge 50% and I only managed to drive, by the time I'd charged all day, 32 miles, and I really wanted to try and get like at least 60 miles. So we're like, without sunshine, I'm getting like half the distance I need to. Anyway, hopefully the next few days clear up and better. As I was riding today, I just had this like pain of missing Neo, like so bad. And I was just imagining all the experiences he's having right now and all the little developments and things he's doing that I'm not getting to be there for. So it's really tough being apart this long. I think tomorrow will mark the longest time I've been away from him. So I have to get back. I have to get back to them. I'll report in a few days and let you know how I'm getting on.
It is the day after the big celebration. We've been spending the whole day at the house, relaxing, everyone's taking naps. It's been a very, very hot day. We were in the pool for hours in the shade, loving life, and now it's finally cooled off enough that we're going on a walk. Of course, we're picking fruit as always. Neo's so happy. And today is actually mine and Lily's anniversary, 9 years that we've been together. So part of village life is a lot of people here have animals. You can hear the roosters every morning, all day pretty much, but my grandparents haven't had any chickens or anything in a long time. When we were kids, we used to collect eggs from them, but they haven't. So anyway, Neo hasn't seen any, but we just found some chickens. He's watching. What is it? I love how curious he is. He just studies. They're so beautiful. If you ever are around chickens, just like look at how beautiful they are. The colors, amazing. We just found a little playground that has tons of these cars and toys. This is amazing. I know people are just donating their old toys, but it's such a good idea. And Neo's living his best life. Neo doesn't even know what to play with because there's so many toys. So he's doing two at once. Now what? Oh, there we go. You got it. You got it.
Моята баба е това.
От коя година?
И правихме сметка на 97 години е това чукало.
Wow.
Държали са го.
Almost 100 years it's been used in our family.
Бабите ли са го държали?
Да.
Браво.
What did you find down there, Neo? He says hi to all the little ants and bugs that he finds is so cute. Hi! So cute. Vlogging on my phone again because I have no idea where I put my camera. But it is bedtime. My sister's just filling up Neo's little bath. I came out on the balcony. This time of day is just perfect. Basically after 4 as it starts cooling off a little bit. It's just amazing. And this view, this is my favorite view. I used to sit here for hours just looking out. One night my grandma and I brought a mattress out onto the balcony to sleep. Oh, it's just the best. This air and the sounds, the smells. I'm just so grateful I get to share it with you. This is a very special place. I think he feels it. He's so happy here. He's just laughing all day and he loves all the food and the people. Yeah. You little Bulgarian boy? Yeah. Da. Da. Yeah, da. He's even speaking Bulgarian. Da. Okay, Neo's down. I'm up at the garden. My grandpa just picked some tomatoes. It's not quite tomato season yet. I'll show you some of these big ones that are still green that are gonna taste so good when they get ripe. But there's some cherry tomatoes that are ready. They smell so good. This is a tip for you guys. As someone who knows amazing tomatoes, moving to America, this is one of the hardest things. I think I've talked about it before. Tomatoes, store-bought tomatoes are often not good at all. But this is my tip. Cherry tomatoes are usually sweeter than the big round ones that just taste like plastic most of the time. And always, always smell them. If you can't smell anything, then you won't be able to taste anything. These are so sweet, and we're gonna save these ones for Neo because he's gonna love them. But let me show you some of these green ones that we're gonna miss, unfortunately, but yeah, this is what real tomatoes growing looks like. Look at these. Look. This is how big. I mean, they're probably gonna get even bigger. There's so many rows and rows of them because we prioritize tomatoes in this family. I think there's a couple more cherry tomatoes here. We're gonna pick them tomorrow with Neo. There's peppers, more peppers, there's cucumbers, there's, yeah, so much. There's apples over there. Amazing. So much of the food in my childhood came from this exact garden. So the fact that now Neo gets to eat from here, I've honestly dreamt of this my whole life, so yeah, I'm just so happy to have him here with me. All right, those plums that we were collecting, they've all been washed, and I think we're gonna make jam out of them, so we're cutting them, and then I'm gonna film the whole process because I don't know how to do it either, but hopefully I can learn, and then maybe even take some home back to the UK with me. They're so good. Okay, now my grandma's tied some of this up with string we're gonna put in for the smell. I don't know what this is called in English. If someone knows, I'll try to look it up. There you go, and then you just mix it in. It does smell incredible. This is the test to see if the jam is ready. My grandma puts a drop on a clean plate and basically sees if it can kind of move around, so if it's too liquid still. That's the guy. Yeah. So this is good consistency. Good morning, another beautiful day in the village. We are up bright and early as usual, and we're having breakfast that I'd show you what we're eating. You can kind of see on Neo. But we're doing oatmeal with chia seeds, almond milk, apricots, and then some of the juice from the jam that we made yesterday. It's so good. Here's all the finished bottles of the jam. This one is set aside to open up today and to try. Neo and I have come out for a walk today. We've come to another local playground. This one is the one that we come to in the mornings because where the sun is, there's shade, and then the other one is going to be for the afternoons. Life here is just so simple and sweet. It's so nice to be here. We only have today and tomorrow left, and then we fly the day after. So I'm already thinking about how we can figure out coming back. Obviously, as you know, with the visa situation, I have a certain limited amount of time that I'm allowed to be out of the UK. So I don't know if we'll be able to come back again this year, but I really want to. I really want to come back with Louie. I want to go to the seaside, so I'm going to see if we can squeeze, even if it's just like a 5 or 6 day trip. It would just be amazing to come back. And also, UK, you are not doing well with the summer weather this year. Last year I feel like was great. This year, not so good. So if we go back and if it's just miserable, I really want to come back and have a little bit more summer because it just feels so good. So good. And he's so happy. And so am I. Hello. Hey, village boy. Hey, village. No, don't eat random leaves. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, it is the afternoon now. Neo took his nap. I took a nap with him because he's been waking up very early. And he slept the longest he's ever slept. He's at over a 3-hour nap, which is amazing. Now we're having some lunch and we're chatting to Louie. We're
in some random village in France.
Yeah, and we're halfway there. We're seeing each other.
I miss you guys so much.
I know, I miss you too. And I've cut up Neo the cherry tomatoes that my grandpa picked from the garden. Do you know Grandpa, your great grandpa grew these tomatoes for you? It is our last official day in Bulgaria. I'm so sad. We leave tomorrow. I also realized I've only worn like 2 things in this video, and that's because that's what living in the village is. You pick your comfiest clothes that you feel the coolest in because of the heat. And I also have this top twice, so that's why it looks like I'm wearing it a lot. But I also, again, that's the point. So anyway, that's part of life in Bulgaria. I'm just trying to soak it all in. Neo's splashing around in the pool. Can we just take a moment for how beautiful this house is, by the way, in the garden? Oh, I don't want to eat it, but thank you. Thank you, my love. Ooh, do you want to show? What is, no. 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 Pojedeš. Вкусно ли je? The fruit here, there's nothing like it. Svagši. Kurata. Okay, I can fully understand Neo's reaction. This is unreal. All right, we've been playing in the paddling pool for a couple of hours. We got him dressed again, and we are going up to the garden to pick some peppers. So my grandma's gonna saute some for tonight. Look, Neo, Neo, look. No, we're just picking them for now, look.
He's like, what, you eat this? I know what this is.
Neo, look, this one. That's the wrong side. That's not even the right side. You just go like this. You bit off a piece. How is it? Mmm. Fresh pepper. Make sure it's not spicy. Neo, look. Oh. Garlic. Real food. I wish we could bring it home. It is a very exciting day. We are doing something, I don't know the name of it in Bulgarian, it's a very long, hard name, but it is a tradition. I think it usually happens on the first birthday, where they set up a bunch of different items, like household items, and the baby selects one, and it kind of represents the profession that they're gonna have when they get older. So, and I think this happens in other cultures too. I feel like I was watching someone's vlog, and I think they were saying in Korean culture they do it. Let me know if this happens in your culture too. But this is something I heard about growing up. I don't know if they did it with me actually, but I just heard about it all the time, and I remember thinking like, oh, one day I'm gonna get to do this with my child, so this is the moment. So my grandma's setting it up all nice, and we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna try to call Louis so he can be involved and get to see. I think he's kind of struggling today. We're halfway, and yeah, I think he was sitting in the rain, missing us and Neo, and yeah, I think it's getting tough, but we're halfway to seeing him. Hopefully he'll fly by now. All right, this is it. Oh yeah, Divna will do it. Louis here. Louis watching. What's your prediction? Actually,
So here we have a wallet to be a banker, a hammer to be a builder, a comb to be a hairdresser, a pen to be a writer, a car to be a driver or a mechanic, scissors to be a gardener, ladle to be a cook, the book is journalist, and sunscreen, we don't know what it means. Only he knows.
It's all secret. Maybe that's traveler.
Maybe traveler.
musician slash DJ. Okay, we roll that, and then I think he's supposed to follow it. Let's see. Come on, Neo. Hide. What's he gonna choose? Okay, he's coming back. Yeah. This is what it feels like when you graduate college and you're looking ahead.
That's a real life.
Yeah. Oh. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't pick the car. That's his usual. All right.
I did good match.
Yeah. I'm happy with the chef. Then you can cook delicious things for us. Yay! We have come into Rusling for our last afternoon evening. Met up with my cousin and we're just going for a walk. This is such a beautiful city and it's like perfect. We've just walked all the way to the park and back to the center, and it's like these huge streets that are pedestrian only, so it's perfect. You have a stroller and a little one, and the center here is amazing. And it's just so, like, obviously I grew up here, and then for years, every time I've come back, I've just seen kids running around everywhere, and I've just always thought, like, that's gonna be me one day, walking with a stroller with my baby. He's not a baby anymore, but we did it. This is where Mom was born. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? So nice to be here.
Okay, this is a little check-in. It's been a week since I left. It's been a crazy week, but also I am missing Raya and Neo so bad. We chatted on Messenger this morning and we're just saying, like, it hurts how much we miss each other. And I don't think we ever really want to do a week apart again, or more than a week. This is kind of max for us. Good news is I should make it to them in time. I had to expand my charging options beyond solar charging, which is a bit of a shame because that was the initial aim of the trip, was to get to Italy solar powered. But we got like 300 miles, almost 300 miles. But I still have well over 500 miles to go. And so I've had to speed up, and I'm stopping like 3 times a day to charge right now. So crazy, crazy trip. If you haven't already, you should check out the full series on my channel. You can see all the ups and downs. I literally just got a message from Raya saying they have just left to drive to the airport from Bulgaria to Italy. So it's one step closer to being back together. I can't wait.
Good morning from Italy, and finally we're reunited. Yay! If you watched Louis' channel, his whole journey, he had a wild journey getting down here.
Wild.
But he arrived last night and now we're all together, and Neo's so happy. We're all so happy. But we've come out for the morning to explore this town that my dad's living in Italy, just outside of Florence, called Prato. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning. We're looking for a cafe to sit. I was just saying that because we're so close to Florence, I think there aren't many tourists that come here because Florence is more impressive. But if this town were just plopped in the middle of somewhere else that wasn't Italy, people would come from anywhere to come see it because it's so beautiful, but that's just what Italy is. Like, every town is so beautiful that it's almost like people don't even know where to choose. So look at this. There's like a literal fort right here. This is like the main town square. And then beautiful church. And this is the cafe we're gonna sit in. Get used to life in Italy. So nice.
So today we decided to come to the coast. It was a bit of a drive, over 2 hours from where we're staying, but we kind of went through the mountains, we did a scenic route. Also, we decided to come later in the day because the sun is so intense right now, and it would have just been sweaty and too hot during the middle of the day. So we didn't get here till after 5, and it is perfect weather right now, and Neo's loving it. And we've still got hours of daylight to relax in the evening, so I really truly feel like I'm on vacation after that wild drive for 11 days to get down here. Truly have been able to completely relax and just let go, and it's so good to be back with Raya and Neo. Just heaven. Just take a bite.
The peaches are so good here. Back for 10 minutes and properly relax pretty much for the first time in 10 days, because although it's been amazing having help from my family, my grandparents, my dad and stuff, my sister, it's been amazing, but it's just different when it's not your child. Like, I feel like me and Louie, I don't know if Neo starts getting upset or if he like fills up his diaper, you know, these things that just, I don't want to inconvenience other people, if you know what I mean, but me and Louie, it's like, it's our child, so it's fair game. But this is the first time where I'm like, all right, you take him, I can completely switch off and not even worry about what he's doing. It feels so good. I've been waiting for this moment.
We're at the swimming pool. In Italy, it's compulsory to wear swimming hats in the water. Are you kidding me?
Hello guys, it is our last day in Italy. Very, very quick trip, just us, but I'm so glad that we got some time together. And we're going out back into Prato. We were gonna go into Florence today, but it's just so hot. They're basically having like a heat wave this week. And with the heat and the amount of tourists that will be here mid-July, I don't think it is the smartest thing. So we all decided, let's go back to the town. My dad lives right near Prato. And we're gonna go have dinner there. And honestly, it's like a mini Florence vibe. Like, it's still beautiful, still gives an Italian city feel, but there's no tourists, so it's really nice. So These are our little outfits. I've got some linen pants and a tank. We've gone all linen today as a family. Oh, can't really see.
I've got a linen shirt.
Yeah, and linen pants.
Linen shirt, linen shorts.
Which were all gifted from my dad because he didn't bring any clothes with him.
Is this linen?
Yeah, I think so. Beep beep. He's got a little outfit. Oh, we need to get him his little sandals.
Oh yeah.
We're heading out to dinner. I was just thinking about how Italy, it just looks like a movie set everywhere you go. It's so stunning. Like this is just like the backyard of the hotel. No one's ever here. It's absolutely stunning. Anyway, I asked Louis what his favorite movie was set in Italy. What'd you say?
Luca.
The animated one, which is kind of new. My one, I'm gonna give a hint. Anyone that knows, leave in the comments. Sing to me, Paolo. Okay, if you know what I'm talking about, write it in the comments. Best movie set in Italy.
I also thought of another movie, Gladiator. Pretty sick, set in Rome.
Picked up some pre-dinner gelato, which is not the usual go-to, but I just feel like by the time we finish dinner, Neo's gonna be tired, we're gonna have to rush home, so.
I got chocolate and mango.
And this one is chocolate, hazelnut, and strawberry. The one-handed scoop. Oh. You wanna try my one?